Hi everyone, welcome to another tutorial. If you're new here, make sure you stay. If you're old here, thank you for coming back to yet again another lovely tutorial. So today's tutorial is I'm giving you guys another option of a ruffle top because I already have a video on how to make a ruffle top. So this is another version of a ruffle top. You can choose between the two or you can make them all. So we are going to be using a 3mm hook. It is my favorite hook so far. I just noticed I like it so much compared to other hooks, and a pair of scissors to cut off our extra strands. We'll be using medium weight yarn. I'll be using one in the brand Robin, but this is not really medium weight yarn, but it's the yarn I'm going to be using. It's 100% acrylic, so I'm going to be doubling my strands to achieve something that is medium, and I'm also going to be using a tape measure to take the measurements we will be needing. So with all that, let's go ahead and start off our tutorial. To start off, we are going to be taking the measurement around our bust area, that's the chest area. Mine is 30, so we are going to be reducing 30 by 5 inches or 7, 5, 6, 7. That is to cater for the lacing up at the back. So if you're 45 inches on your chest, go ahead and reduce to 40 or 39 or 38, so that you can cater for the back lacing. But in case you want to make a full top, you can also go ahead and leave that and just make something that is full in case you don't like the laces. So we are going to start off by making a slip knot like that. Let me increase the pixels a bit so that it's a bit clearer. So we're going to start off by making our slip knot like that and chaining our desired chain. Mine is 100 chains, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to chain up to 100. Go ahead and chain yours, and I'll meet you when you get your desired chain. So I have 100 chains. From here we are going to be covering our last chain and chaining 3 more and going back into the last chain with double crochets and making double crochets throughout this row. We are going to make double crochets until we reach our last chain. Go ahead and do that. I'll meet you when you're done with this row of double crochets. So guys, I'm back with my 100 double crochets. We are going to be, notice how this is my last chain. We are going to be chaining 3 from this point and turning our work, making double crochets again. Excuse the cock, it's Easter season, so just know my mama secured a cock for us and it's really very noisy. So we are going to be continuing with another row of double crochets. I hope I explained what I did. When you reach here, chain 3, turn your work and just continue double crocheting like that. We are going to be doing this for 5 rows, like just this until you reach let me take you through this row and I leave you to do 5 rows, then we start the reduction row. So I'm approaching the end of this row. As you can see, this is so this is my last chain and it's on top of the chain 3, so it is just around somewhere here. You can see it, right? That is my last stitch. So I'm done with this row. We are going to be chaining 3 at this point, turning our work. That is where we'll be and yarn over, get into that stitch. Do this for 3 more rows and we shall set our reduction row. So I'm actually making a top for this skirt. I made a skirt. Yeah, this is my seam line. It's very visible. I have a video on how to make this skirt. In case you want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. Yeah, it's really very lovely and very neat. So this is the top for the skirt. So go ahead and make 5 lines, add 3 more, and we will talk about how to reduce. Okay, meet you there. So guys, I'm approaching my last row of the 5 rows of double crochets. It's raining this side, but I hope it does not affect our video in any way. So from here is where I'm going to be changing my color, but in case you don't feel like changing your color, you can just continue with whatever color you are using, or in case you're using another palette apart from mine, you're mixing different colors, it's okay, you can just decide from here. So I'm going to be getting my red color because I'm doing a Jamaican color mix, something Rastafarian. So go ahead and just, in case you're doing the same thing as me, you can just attach your yarn from here like that and just pull through this loop like that and chain 3. Okay, pull this one back and you can always cut it off in case you don't want your work to be so messy. Go ahead and cut off that, change your work like this, turn your work, but from here we are going to be reducing. So normally we would enter in this part, right? Normally we would enter in this first stitch, but we are going to be entering this stitch right here. So yarn over and skip this one, enter into this one. That is our first reduction row. So go ahead and continue double crocheting. I'll show you something small when we reach the end of this row. So go ahead and double crochet all the way around this row. I'll show you when we reach where we need to change a bit. So I'm here. I made sure I stopped 2 stitches before the end of my row. Go ahead and stop 2 stitches before the end, like 1, 2. So we are going to skip the last stitch. Sorry about that. Skip the last stitch and enter. Okay, skip this stitch and enter the last stitch. That is our reduction row. We are going to be skipping this one. Okay, so chain 2, 3 again, turn your work and skip this. Okay, from here we are going to have 2 chains. We are going to be skipping these 2 and entering the 3rd one. Okay, skip this one too, and enter this one like this with a double crochet. Okay, that's what we are going to be having. Double crochet all the way to the other side and stop. I'll show you where to stop. Just double crochet all the way to the other side. This is what we are going to be having. We are going to try to reduce this row so that we can have some space to work our ruffles. So when you reach here, make sure you stop 3 stitches away from your first reduction and reduce this 2 by 2. So you're going to we stop 3 stitches away, so we're just going to yarn over and enter the last stitch like that. So this is what we are going to be having both on the sides. It is just a simple reduction pattern that we are going to be following. So go ahead and chain 3 from here, turn your work again and skip these two, right? Enter into the third stitch from the hook, and that is what we are going to have. I'm so sorry about the cork, it's really so uncontrollable. So let's go ahead and go back again to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, so guys, I've stopped 3 again from my last I've stopped 3 away from my last point. That is 1 2 3. We are going to yarn over and enter into the last stitch, leaving 2 in between. Chain 3 and repeat this for a couple of 7 more rows, and I'll meet you. Just chain 3 and skip 2, enter into the third stitch, continue. When you reach the other side, stop at 3, then just make your decrease. Do it for, this is my I have to do it for like 6 more rows because this is my 7th. Okay, this is my 4th, so we need 10 rows of decrease. So this is 1 2 3 4. We need 10 more. Okay, you can go ahead and switch your color in case you're changing colors. I'm going to be switching to yellow at some point. After 5, I'll switch to yellow, so go ahead and switch your color too. This chicken has really just given me headache today. I can't wait for it to be food. It's really annoying. But I don't know even what to do about it. Okay, let me see you then. So guys, the weather today is just so horrible at my area. Wait a bit. But regardless, I wanted to do the video because it's a customized set, and if I don't do it now, then I have to postpone it. So I didn't want to postpone it. So this is what I was talking about. If you noticed, I did 10 rows of reduction. The main goal of reducing is just to get something that is equivalent to your chest area, right? Remember, we used the circumference of our chest, but we need half our chest area, just like your boob. I don't know how to call that part, but if I'm to measure from here, somewhere here to here, that's approximately 13.5 inches. So if you put it on your body, it is going to be able to cover half of your chest, and that's the measurement we need. So the reduction pattern for a fat person can go up to make sure you just keep reducing until you get something that is 13 inches. Okay, by 13 inches, I don't know how many stitches those are, but one thing I know is I don't know, let's count. I think we should count for those people who don't have measuring tape. So it's approximately 56 stitches. So but you guys have to get this measuring tape. It's less than $1. In my country, it's just 500 shillings. That is like I don't know, it's like very cheap. So guys, go ahead and get yourself a tape measure and get 13.5 inches of reduction. It doesn't matter how fat you are, you have to make sure you get that length to be able to make the perfect coverage on your chest area. So from here, we are going to be folding our work into half. If you reduced perfectly like mine, then your work is going to be perfectly aligned like mine. So get the middle of your work. You can use a stitch marker, but I don't need one because I rarely need them. But it's a requirement. In case you have it, you can just use it. But if you don't have it, just make use of anything you can find. You can use something like this to just get that part, that middle part. Okay, so from here I'm going to be chaining a chain, because this is where I stopped with the reduction row. Yeah, hope I'm doing it on camera. I always have a hard time doing this on camera. So from here we are going to be chaining a long chain that can reach somewhere. Let me estimate the chain and I come and tell you. So we are going to be chaining 32, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Oh, sorry about this, but it's okay. I wanted to switch my color, but let me go ahead and switch it because I don't want this part to be confused. So guys, I decided to chain 50 because this chain depends on how fat you are, because it's going to be the chain where your armhole is going to fit through it. So for instance, I'm not having a very big arm, 50 would accommodate mine, but in case your hands are very thin, you can go ahead and do 40, but in case you're fat, you can do up to 60. Okay, it just depends on how your armholes are fat, or you can just, in case you just want bigger ruffles, okay, that is where you can chain bigger chains. So I chained 50 to get my required length. We are going to be counting, this is our middle part, right? So from the middle part we are going to count 6, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, and slip stitch in the 6th part, the 6th stitch. So we are going to be slip stitching. After slip stitching the chain, we are going to slip stitch once, slip stitch twice. Okay, let's not slip stitch, let's make single crochets. We are going to single crochet once, single crochet twice, single crochet 3 times, the 4th time and the 5th time, because we slip stitched in the 6th one, so this one is the 5th. We again in the middle we are going to slip stitch 6 times from the middle to the other side, that is that we are going to single crochet, that is 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So we have 12, it should be a total of like 12 single crochets plus this slip stitch if you are to count this part. So from here we are going to chain 50 again, 1 2 3 4, chain 50 and come and slip stitch at this point. If you notice, from here we started also from this point and we are going to be ending at this point. So go ahead and slip stitch and end at this point. So I have my 50 chains. I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch at this point. Okay, that's the last part of my work. So this is what we are going to be having, something like this. Okay, now we are going to be working our ruffles like this. Okay, that is how our ruffles are going to be looking. And for our chains, we will chain a long chain from somewhere there to go to our neckline. Okay, so go ahead and just chain 3 at this point, and we are going to be just double crocheting all the way around this first row. Just put double crochets. When you reach the middle part, just enter with a double crochet, come here with a double crochet, just double crochet all the way around on the yellow part, because mine is yellow. So go ahead and do that. So guys, this is what I was talking about. Make sure your work is looking like this, or like this, something like this. Okay, this is from the front view. So let's go ahead and do our second row. Our second row is going to be an increase row. So go ahead and chain 3 at this point and turn your work, put two double crochets in every stitch. In every stitch you get, put 2 double crochets, just like that, 2 2 2 2, until you reach the end of this row. My yarn is a bit twisted, so just put 2 2 throughout this row. See you when you're done with 2 2. So guys, this is what we have for the first row of increase. So we're going to be doing another row of increase at this point. So get your yarn. We are here, right? So just go ahead and chain 3, turn your work again. So for this row we are going to be doing some mild increase. That is, we are going to put 2 double crochets in every stitch, but skipping for the next 3 stitches. We are just going to put normal double crochets. It's raining again, so we're going to put again 2 double crochets in that stitch. For the next 3 we are going to just be making normal double crochets, and place again 2 double crochets, then make 3 normal double crochets. So that's going to be the pattern for this row. We are just going to be doing some mild increase. So go ahead and finish up this row, then we will do our last increase row, our last row or we can just, this depends on you, you can go ahead and make longer ruffles. It just depends on your taste and preference. I can't really dictate that part. So go ahead and finish up this row. See you then. So guys, this is what we have after the second ruffle increase. So we are going to be, in case you want a longer ruffle, right, you're going to be repeating. So from here just make a double crochet line, a normal double crochet, and after that double crochet repeat row 3. Okay, you can repeat row 3 and again make a double crochet row, repeat row 3, make a double crochet row. So in case you want a longer ruffle, that is what you're going to be doing, but I'm okay with the way my ruffle is looking. Yeah, I really get so tired making ruffles. I don't like projects that are very roughly. So go ahead, there are people who love ruffles. So in case you're a ruffle lover, go ahead and continue up to down and make your desired length. Just repeat what I said, you'll get something cute. Okay, and in case you still feel your top is short, that's why I left this side. You can go ahead and go back down, because these are just double crochet rows. You can just jab your hook around here and go down, increase it a little bit. Okay, in case you don't want it so cropped like mine, that is the solution for that. Then from here we are going to be making the straps. The straps help us to support our top, because if you were to just leave it like that, it might be very hectic to hold your top. So go ahead and choose where you want your strap to be. like for me I want it to be somewhere next to my shoulder. Okay, so I'm just going to attach it 1 2 3 4. On my fourth I'm going to chain 200 or 150. For fat people, go ahead and chain 200 and above. For medium sized, 150. For small, 150. So go ahead and make 150 and count this side too. Count 4, make 150 at this point. So for the lacing, just going to be turning the back of our work, and we're just going to wrap this lace. Let me try and show you that so that I don't be so okay, let me just demonstrate it. So I went ahead and make I made, excuse me, it's a tad. I made 4,000 chains. That is 200 on this side and what 200 on the other side. So of course you're going to be wrapping this around your shoulder. Just go ahead and turn your work to the back. This is how it's going to be looking. Go ahead and just wrap it around your shoulder from the other side. Make a cross just, and go ahead and just put it around somewhere here. Okay, and go ahead and get this, put it around the same area you put it on the first one. It's just like lacing a shoe actually. You know, when you're lacing a shoe, you have to make the laces a bit opposite the other. You don't have to make them divert a lot. So go ahead and get this area too. Normally people would make holes, but I don't really make holes, but you can make holes. There are spaces to make holes there. So go ahead and finish up, and from here you can just go ahead and lace it up. I made 200 chains because I wanted to make provisions for those people who want their laces to be a bit tighter. You know, they want to enter here, 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 you know, so that the work can look a bit closed. So here you can just adjust this part to your desired shoulder size. Okay, you can just pull from the back, pull this up, and yes, it's just about adjusting to your desired and you can pull this to fit your chest size. So this is something that we can just adjust it like that. Okay, so this is the top we made today.